It's the BP Show, it's the BP Show, it's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.
Hey, Gates fans. Happy Sunday. Welcome inside the Renegades BP Show. He's Joe Vasile. I'm Thomas Zinzarella. Final game of this 9-game homestand. Started the first 3 against the Greensboro Grasshoppers and now here against the Aberdeen Ironbirds. And 9-game homestand. Gonna get a little sleep tonight, Joe?
No, got to get up early tomorrow morning and hit the road with the Renegades down to Rome, Georgia, and Greenville, South Carolina. So I'm going to get home tonight. I'm going to sleep fast, but then got to be back up bright and early to get back down to the ballpark, get on the bus, and start the first road trip of the season.
There you go. Could sleep on the plane then.
I can sleep when I'm dead.
That is true. As well, Aberdeen, though, snapping the Renegades' 4-game win streak yesterday. 2-1, a low-scoring affair between the two sides, which it really was a strong pitching matchup between both sides.
Yeah, Aberdeen had struggled a little bit coming out of the bullpen in the first 4 games of the series, but yesterday their pitching staff just did a phenomenal job, especially Ryan Long to close things out with 4 innings out of the bullpen was just really strong in getting Aberdeen back in the win column. And from the Renegades' perspective, look, you gave up 2 runs in the game, you only allowed 5 hits. Normally that's going to be good enough to win you a game. Yesterday was just one of those games where the other team's pitching was a little bit better.
Yeah, we got to see Juan Corella yesterday, 4 1/3 scoreless innings, 9 punch-outs as well. He went opposite of Trey Sprite. Where all those highlights get to see what happened in the ball game yesterday. There is Corella making his start. Really had every single pitch working, it felt like. Again, tying his career high with 9 strikeouts.
Yeah, Corella at one point recorded 9 straight outs via the strikeout. Meanwhile, Ben Rice provided a little fireworks early on. Big opposite field double in the second inning. Rice has been really good for Hudson Valley to start the season. Guy's flown under the radar with Spencer Jones doing everything he's been doing.
It really was. And here's Corella, runner on second base. Good night. Looked like breaking ball high and tight. And that's really what the Renegades did yesterday, was leave men on bases.
Ben Cowles, meanwhile, he's been swinging a hot stick for the Gades as well. Just missed a home run right below the yellow line in dead center field. had to settle for a double, and he'd come right in to score as the very next batter, Spencer Jones, down the right field line for a double, bringing Cowles in and giving the Renegades an early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that was the game's first run, which you thought, okay, one out, man at second base. Credit to Bright, in which he retired the next 2 men to leave him stranded out there. Corella working in the fourth, again, runner in score position. That was the theme as Aberdeen finished 0 for 17 with runners in score position yesterday. And credit to Corella and the rest of his pitching staff. There is another strikeout, wipeout slider on the outer half. Gets a swing and a miss. And how about one more? Yeah, we'll take it. And Corral, a little bit of celebration there on that strikeout. Again, leave a man at second base.
Look, if you're not going to enjoy yourself playing baseball, what are you going to enjoy yourself doing? And Juan Corella was having a lot of fun out there last night. Meanwhile, Aberdeen tied it up top of the 7th inning against Clay Aguilar. Sacrifice fly brought in the tying run. And then in the 9th inning, they take the lead on this fielder's choice ground out. And at that point, the Renegades came up, bottom of the 9th inning, just trying to get something going, trying to avoid an end to their 4-game winning streak. But game-ending double play hit into by Ben Rice, and the Ironbirds snap a 5-game losing streak, get back in the win column, and that's got to be a big win for them as well to feel good. Especially the first couple games of this series were so lopsided in favor of the Renegades, but Aberdeen's been playing much better the last 3 games, and they got a win to show for it last night.
Yeah, no, it really did. And again, the bullpen looked really great yesterday for Aberdeen. So trying to get some bright spots going into this Sunday, bring some momentum going into their next series. And today, right-hander Drew Thorpe against the right-hander Kyle Verbitsky. We saw Thorpe last Sunday as well in a strong, really first minor league debut for him.
Yeah, Thorpe with 8 strikeouts and 5 1/3 innings against Greensboro in his professional baseball debut last Sunday at Heritage Financial Park, and looking forward to seeing him build on that today. A guy who's got just a ton of different pitches that he can mix up. The changeup we saw was incredibly effective.
Really good.
That was his highlight. That's what everyone says. Hey, Drew Thorpe's changeup, Drew Thorpe's changeup. We saw that to a T last Sunday. Just a deadly pitch, and looking forward to see what he's able to go out and do with it today.
Yeah, no, 65 grade on any grade scouting scale is what it has been listed as. He goes opposite of Kyle Verbitsky. We saw to the bullpen earlier in this series. 17th round draft pick by the Oakland A's in 2021 out of Penn State. He was traded along with Cole Irvin to Baltimore this past January. So should be Sunday, Monday at the ballpark.
That it certainly is. I mean, it's always a fun day at the ballpark, but especially here on Sundays. Park in the park, dogs in the ballpark every Sunday, same as always.
Kids run the bases.
Kids run the bases after the game.
You gonna run the bases after the game, Joe?
I'm not a kid. I'm 30.
Run the bases, Joe. We're gonna do a race sometime.
I can barely walk up the stairs to get up to the press box at this point. The allergies up here have really sapped some of the lung capacity. I don't think I can make it around the bases.
Well, then today's your day because it's not a 5K day, so you don't have to run a 5K.
Perfect. What does that mean?
Just they're not going to run a 5K today at the ballpark.
But that's every day for me. I never run a 5K at the ballpark.
Have you ever run a 5K in general?
No.
No, really?
I'm not a runner. I don't run. I'm built... I'm built for short distances. Okay. I'm not built for 5K. I'll do like a mile fun run.
Yeah.
I'll do like a 100-yard dash. But I'm not going to do a 5K. I probably could, but there'd be a lot of walking involved. And I don't want to do that.
Well, trivia time now. How far is a 5K, do you know?
5 kilometers.
Okay. In mileage?
3.1 miles.
3.1, okay. I'm just generally curious. I have to test it out sometime too. How many laps do you think around the ballpark would it take to run a 5K here? I used to do it last year in Biloxi.
Probably about 9 to 10.
Yeah.
I think 3 laps around the warning track is 1 mile.
Is 1 mile, okay.
Or right about.
I think you're about right. I used to do that in last year when I was down in Mississippi. I think I used to do a couple of those, and it was about
Mississippi 5K is a little bit different.
Yeah. Well, the heat really gets to you around the 3rd mile or so. I ran cross country in high school. I'm actually supposed to be running a half marathon in the fall down up in Newport, Rhode Island, so we'll see how that goes a little bit as well. My goal one day is to run a full marathon, but I don't know if I'll ever get there.
Yeah, no, I'll leave that to other people to run a marathon.
I'll watch it. I'll cheer them on, which is ironic enough because it's a big day tomorrow in terms of the marathon race as well. Do you know what the world's oldest annual marathon is?
The Greek marathon.
No.
Okay.
Takes place in the United States, by the way, in the Northeast.
Chicago? No, that's not the Northeast. Boston.
Yes, the Boston Marathon since 1897.
That's
They
tomorrow?
have been run Monday, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Good for them.
So, which the Red Sox been playing at Fenway on that day since 1959.
They call it what, Patriots Day?
Patriots Day. That was the other trivia question. That is the holiday. Do you know why it's called Patriots Day?
Because the New England Patriots did something.
Yeah, Tom Brady drafted.
So it's Tom Brady's birthday.
No, it's Lexington and Concord that shot her around the world. So I actually just, I was just looking on marathon stuff, obviously Boston Marathon and tomorrow being the day.
Sure.
As well. So celebrates the battles of Lexington and Concord on April 19th, but the marathon's run on the third Monday in April. So it's a state holiday, or the Commonwealth of Massachusetts as well. How many states do you think celebrate Patriots Day? This one kind of shocked me.
How many states?
Yeah, how many states celebrate Patriots Day?
Probably
Including Massachusetts.
Probably 0, because Massachusetts is a commonwealth and not a state.
That is true.
Yeah.
Commonwealth and states combined. Okay.
1, Massachusetts.
There's actually 6.
6?
Okay. Do you want to try to name out the 6 states that do?
Probably all New England states.
About half of them are. So it's Massachusetts, Maine, Connecticut, which only started in 2018.
Okay. After the bombing? I guess, a few years.
10 years ago. It was 2013.
Anyway, enough about that.
We digress. North Dakota started in 2019. That was the one that really shocked me. And these two kind of as well. Florida and Wisconsin celebrate Patriots Day, but they celebrate on the 19th. So North
Florida's gotta
Dakota,
be different.
Massachusetts, Maine, and Connecticut, I believe North Dakota. Obviously, Mass and Maine and Connecticut would do it on the Monday for the marathon. That one makes sense. I don't know if North Dakota celebrates it or not on the 19th or the 16th, the first Monday or whatever, but that kind of shocked me a little bit as well. It's like me, I went to college in Rhode Island, and they have off Victory Day in June. It's, I believe, one of the only state that celebrates it, celebrating the end of World War II. Victory Day. So everyone
have
gets off
on VE Day.
I mean, granted, I wasn't in
nice.
school, but it's like if you had to do something at the college, I got to call somebody. It's like, oh, no, they're out of the office. It's Victory Day. I said, oh, interesting. Well, what's that? Only reason why I found out. So
Sounds like one of those days that you get off, like,
yeah.
I don't know,
Couple
a random
presidents-
Monday in October.
Yeah. A couple presidents' birthdays mixed in there as well. Well, staying with the marathon theme, this one's a little more local, New York City Marathon.
Yep.
I don't know if you ever try to venture in for some broadcast at that point. What month of the year is it run?
It is in November.
That's correct, yeah.
I've
You got to
watched,
get around
I've watched the marathon, some of the legs in Brooklyn over the years.
Which is the boroughs, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, it's very funny, the New York City Marathon, going through all 5 boroughs, because it literally, the first thing you do is you leave Staten Island.
Yeah.
You just cross over the Verrazano, and you get the heck off of Staten Island. So it's like, oh yeah, we're in Staten Island, but it's like, you
So they
take
start
3
right
steps.
here, and you got to, exactly.
You're right, you're towing the line.
Big PR move.
Yeah, well, Staten Island's got to have something going for it, other than pizza rats.
Rest in peace to Staten Island Yankees. Yeah.
Our dearly departed friends.
Last trivia question for you. If you've seen the movie Remember the Titans, you might know this one. How many feet are in a mile?
I know the answer,
Yeah.
not because of Remember the Titans. That's what threw me through a loop.
I've seen it a lot of times. Have you seen the movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. 5,280.
There you go. Well, because he goes, Pete fumbles the football. He goes, how many feet are in a mile? And he goes, I don't know. How many feet are in a mile? 5,280. You're going to carry this football for every single one of those feet. So that's how he gets him to stop fumbling the football. So there you go. But as you mentioned, it's Family Sunday presented by Mosquito Joe. So bring your dogs out. And also kids run the bases as well. Very important.
Don't bring your mosquitoes, though. We don't like them.
You don't have to bring your running shoes because it's not a 5K day as well. So that's the most important one to remember as well. But again, Drew Thorpe against Kyle Verbitsky today. We'll be right back with Renegades Pick'em here on the Renegades BP Show.
No, I got D's. This is Bailey D's. At any time, he doesn't say anything. He just lags out. He goes. That's my Bailey D's impression. I'd probably rather fight a bear because tigers, I feel like they would just
make it hurt a lot more, where bears, they just maul you. They just die quicker.
Probably 10 duck-sized horses. Being that small, I can use my feet and my hands. A big duck-sized horse, it's kind of one-on-one combat, and I might not win that battle.
Oh, me by far. No, I'm gonna probably gonna go with Alexander Vargas.
Okay, weirdest food. I've had octopus. That's not that weird though. I've also had like fish eggs and like fried crickets. So, but they were pretty good, honestly.
Least favorite food? Probably just vegetables in general. I find them hard to season and make them taste like good like other things, I guess.
And now, a reading from Rascal's Ramblings, brought to you by Showtime Cinemas in Newburgh. Cats are apparently writing children's books. I was digging through the trash the other day and discovered a book titled The Pokey Little Puppy. I casually perused the book while enjoying a rotting apple core and discovered something startling. In the story, the mother character makes a big bowl of chocolate custard as a treat for her 5 little puppies. This is strange to me, since I believe it is common knowledge that chocolate will kill a dog. Listen, I'm no fan of dogs, but that doesn't mean I want to see them die a chocolatey death. I can only assume that cats have somehow acquired a printing press and are distributing literature with the aim of eradicating our canine companions. Don't fall for it. Keep on the lookout for magazines touting the health benefits of tuna. Be wary of any pamphlet that promotes raking tiny boxes of sand as a meditative technique. It's just the pro-cat lobby trying to infiltrate your brain and change your way of life. This has been Rascal's Ramblings, brought to you by Showtime Cinemas in Newburgh.
Welcome back to the Renegades BP show. If you're looking for ways to get free Hudson Valley Renegades tickets this year, you've come in the right spot. Joe Vasile, Thomas Cinzarella, as always. It is time for the Renegades Pick'em contest. So if you are able to beat us in the Pick'em contest, you win 2 Renegades tickets to any home game this season. Again, just pick 3 position players prior to first pitch. You beat Joe and I, you get 2 tickets. I don't know where the tickets are located. I'm sure they're very good seats. Never a bad seat in the ballpark.
No, we're actually going to give them the worst seats possible.
They're actually behind the walls, outfield walls.
Yeah.
Which are not a thing, by the way. So, yeah, you saw the scoring system there. Update. Final game. I took the first series. Joe right now is leading me 148 to 131 in the point total. I put up 12 points yesterday. I had Ben Rice, Aaron Polensky, and Ben Cowles. Joe had Spencer Jones, Spencer Henson, and Caleb Durbin. So I had scored you 12-9, but still just too wide of a margin.
I built that formidable lead on Tuesday with Jones and Henson, and looking to wrap up a big W.
Yeah, it's funny. I've scored you the last 4 nights now. And yet I'm still trailing.
That's why you got to win the popular vote, not the electoral college.
That's kind of what it feels like. It feels like an election a little bit.
In this game, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going on popular vote.
But again, if you comment in the Facebook section below with 3 position players, no pitchers allowed in this contest. You saw the scoring system before. And if you get in by first pitch, chance to be in it. You got to be in it to win it. So chance to win it again. But otherwise, you won't have a chance until early May. The team goes on the road for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, and excuse me, so we haven't had anyone beat us this week?
Not this week at all. We had 1 person in the opening series.
And it was on opening day.
It was on opening day. So what?
Listen.
Where are we on a 7-game win streak right now?
Listen. I'm going to issue a challenge to everyone out there who's watching right now. When you step into this game, this squared circle of a game, and you think you can beat one of us, apparently not.
Well, we want to give away tickets.
We're just better than you guys.
We want to see you at a game this year. They come on a $1 Dog Thursday,
You know what? No, I want to beat everyone every day.
Yeah.
I don't want to see another person win. We should be going 65-1.
If we go 65-1, I mean, we got to hang a plaque or something on the wall on the booth.
Listen. The 98 Bulls, the 2016 Golden State Warriors,
Yeah.
the 1884 St. Louis Maroons,
Yeah.
the 2023
That's a
Renegades
broadcasters.
BP show crew. These are the greatest teams of all time.
We're gonna drive to Cooperstown ourselves. Wow, I can't talk today.
That's right. We're gonna be in the
We're gonna
plaque
drive
room.
up there and we're gonna make our case. We'll see.
I don't know. I was
in-
trying to take a little like pro wrestling angle there to
Okay.
try to rile some people up. How do you feel like that?
I'm riled up.
All right, let's go. Just remember, eat your vitamins, drink your milk, and say your prayers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
5 vegetables a day. Got to be in it to win it again.
And
Otherwise,
11 servings of bread.
11 servings of bread. That will do. But otherwise, again, you won't have a chance until first week of May. We play the Wilmington Blue Rocks, I believe. But the next 2 weeks, Rome Braves and the Greenville Drive. What are you looking forward to on this upcoming road trip?
I'm looking forward to the wonderful food options of Greenville, South Carolina.
It is a beautiful city.
Yeah. Also,
love
I
it.
mean, some fun baseball for 2 weeks as well. It's always fun to be on the road, see some different parks, some different teams that we don't see all the time. Nothing against Aberdeen, but we play Aberdeen 24 times this year. We play Rome 12 times for some reason, and this is our only series with Greenville. So just like to see some different organizations, some different guys. Marcelo Mayer is with Greenville right now,
Yeah.
#1 overall pick a couple of years ago by the Red Sox.
School, yeah.
The Rome Braves has some really intriguing pitchers on their staff, so I'm looking forward to seeing all that the South Atlantic League South Division has to offer, both culinary-wise, food-wise, and baseball-wise as well.
Check out Floor Field and the miniature green monster that they have out and left. As do pretty much every Red Sox affiliate, I believe. It's a blue wall in Worcester now.
And that's in right
Yeah,
field.
so-
And Salem just has a regular old boring wall. Our sister team down in Salem.
So it should be a fun trip, and you get to go maybe stop by Furman University at a big March Madness, Greenville.
No, I'm in Greenville. I'm most looking forward to stopping by the Shoeless Joe Museum, which is right next to the ballpark. When the Renegades were there last year, it was closed for some renovations.
Yeah.
Crossing my fingers that it'll be open this
Open,
time
yeah.
to go see some Shoeless Joe Jackson stuff, who is from Greenville, South Carolina.
Free Joe. Get the, not Joe Vasile, but Shoeless Joe.
In fairness, he did accept $5,000 to throw in the series. So, you know, it's fine.
It's all allegedly.
Anyway,
though.
no, we know that for a trip back.
I don't know.
But I am looking forward to going to the museum.
Okay, so it should be a good road trip, and we won't see you guys then until beginning of May then. So have a good rest of your April, and hopefully the weather stays warm. That's going to do it for us here on the Renegades BP Show. He's Joe Facile. I'm Thomas Cinzarella. So long.
It's the BP show, it's the BP show, it's the BP that is breakfast show with Joe and Thomas.